Today we're going to look at the new Outlook web app, and we'll sign in. And you'll notice a slightly different appearance from our old one, but we still have down the side our navigation bar that has our different folders, such as our inbox and our mailboxes that we'll use. We also have our different applications within Outlook web apps, such as mail, calendar, contacts, tasks, and public folders. We'll be talking about calendars on a later video, and it has some new and exciting things to look at. But for right now, let's go back to mail. And going across the top, we no longer have our email in different pages. Our email is in one continuous stream, and we have some information up here. For example, here's 19 items with one unread. Notice here's Monday's email, and then as I scroll down, we see last week's email, and as I scroll down further, we see 2 weeks ago email. So we'll have one big long stream of email to look at. Also going across the top, we see our options feature. Here we can change our account information by editing it. If we're going to be leaving the office, we can go here and set up that automatic reply and tell it when to start and when to stop. If we go to settings, we can see under settings our signature, getting receipts, changing our reading pane, general things that we might do there. If we need to work with our spelling feature, notice that we can change that here. We can also change calendars and our general features, talk about our regional areas. When we're done, we of course save what we have. And before we leave, I'll just point out that there's a new phone feature with our email that we'll be talking about on later videos. Let's go back to my mail, and you'll see our address book, our search feature. So if we're looking for someone, like here we come up very quickly with Terry Darty. Here is our help button, always at the top of the screen with that little question mark on it. Now moving down the next row, we see when we write a new email, it again will look very familiar, but with a couple of new items. For example, now attaches up here the paperclip, and notice you'll browse. You can choose more files to attach, and then finally attach them. Also going across the top, some of the features we've seen in the past, but there are a lot more features to choose from if we need to. And so that's writing an email. We still see our delete and our move buttons as they were there in the past. Now we also have a filter button so that we can look at only certain emails if we need to. We have a view button which allows us to see our email at the same time that we're going through our list. And for right now, I'm going to turn that off so that we can see even more. If we're doing a search feature, so if I'm searching for all my Mark Callison emails, I can search and see the emails I got just for Mark. And we can get very granular with that search now, even looking in the message body of the email. I use the X to turn that off. Something new that we will look at now is arrange by, and especially new in that is if we have conversation strands, those emails that go back and forth between groups for a couple of days. We now can see those strands by clicking on the arrow. If you don't want the strands, you go back to arrange by, and you can click that off and see your email in its normal way. Also notice we can change news at the top or the bottom. So that's the new email features.